Welcome back to this episode of EagleAir TV. I'm Al Justice.
And I'm Eli Dean. This episode includes Valentine's Day sweets,
Whip Solstice,
art competitions,
and Chick-fil-A. Are you tired of driving to Springfield for Chick-fil-A?
You know I am.
Well, you're in luck. The Chick-fil-A food truck is now visiting Nixa once a week. Lily Maggard gives us more.
Chick-fil-A food truck will be visiting the Price Cutter parking lot here in Nixa every Wednesday from 11 to 7 p.m. Madison Seawald is looking forward to making people's day with the food truck.
So we're open 11 to 7. We are in the Price Cutter parking lot, and we're supposed to be every Wednesday. However, due to weather, things might change. Today's a Friday, and so definitely follow our social media page. That will have weather updates and stuff like that. We are not a test for a brick and mortar store. That is everybody's number one question. We are not. However, we do submit our sales to Chick-fil-A, and so if they were thinking about a store in Nixa, Missouri, and they knew there was a food truck, I'm sure they would look at those. So definitely come out and support, but we are not a test. We are from the Chick-fil-A Branson location, and we just thought it would be a fun way to bring Chick-fil-A to our surrounding communities. So we go to Ozark, Nixa, Republic, and then Harrison, Arkansas. And we picked those areas because we believe that they'll have a Chick-fil-A in the next 5 years. And so we were just interested to see what the market is. We're not from Chick-fil-A Inc., and so Chick-fil-A Inc. doesn't have anything to do with a potential store or anything like that, but it's just for us to kind of gauge it and see what kind of business is out there. It's just really fun to be somebody's favorite part of their day. Whenever they see that Chick-fil-A is right next to their high school or right next to their work, it's really exciting for them.
The menu will be a little different than the normal Chick-fil-A stores.
So it is limited because we don't have as much space as we would at the normal restaurant. We have chicken sandwiches, spicy sandwiches, nuggets, and then we've got waffle fries, cookies, brownies, market salad, a grilled wrap, and then just bottled beverages. So a lot of people are asking about mac and cheese. We do not have mac and cheese.
Senior Chase Larson is planning on taking advantage of the food truck.
I'm gonna have an alarm set on my phone for every Wednesday. It's Wednesdays to come here, right? Every Wednesday, I'm gonna set an alarm for 1:30, because I know I'm gonna be hungry by then.
If you'd like to visit the food truck, check social media for updates of when you can catch the Chick-fil-A food truck here in Nixa. For EagleAir TV, this has been Lily Maggard.
As the second semester kicks into gear, many art competitions are starting to take form. Abigail Coburn gives us more.
The Nixa art program has many new competitions coming up for their advanced art students. Megan Johnson says that art competitions are a great way to showcase each student's art.
This semester is definitely our busy time for art shows, and those art shows are going to consist of the Senate art show, so where a senator chooses the artwork, and then the Congressional art show. That art show, if the student wins, their artwork can hang in the Cannon Tunnel, the state capitol, or the United States Capitol for a year. And then we also have the COC art show coming up, which is a competition between those schools in our district. So it's always fun to see what those students around us are doing and to compete with them. And then we've also got Celebrating Arts coming up, and I'm sure there'll be a few other ones that get thrown in the mix. So the benefits of my students competing, it just makes it relevant to them. It gives them a reason to strive and to do better and to take their artwork home. So it gives them that aspect, but then also it gives them opportunities to win things. So money or scholarships or art supplies or gift certificate.
Lara Marshall, a senior, says her art has helped her grow not only as an artist, but as a person.
I got entered into a college competition for high school students. They took high school students from all over Missouri and entered them. You could submit 3 projects, and they took judges to vote on it, and it'll be a virtual competition to look at on June 1st. I definitely think my art has grown. I feel like I know a lot of the materials better. I feel like my drawing has improved.
There will be several art competitions throughout the semester that Nixa will compete in. For EagleAir TV, this has been Abigail Coburn.
Hey Eli, I recently got to celebrate my favorite holiday.
Oh, Groundhog's Day? Me too.
No, Whip Solstice.
Oh, is that the thing with Pineapple Whip?
Yes, ADL Lancaster takes us there.
Whip Solstice is February 1st to February 5th. Zach Fortner says this is a long-running tradition.
The Whip Solstice kind of started as a joke. Not kind of, it absolutely started as a joke. We always had customers that said they were sad when we would close in the fall and wish that we were open in the winter. And we thought, okay, well it'd be funny to throw them a bone and open for a couple days. Maybe 2 or 3 people will show up. So the first time we did it was in 2015 and a bunch of people showed up. So we did it again and we just keep on doing it and people just keep showing up. So I think we just hit on a happy accident, which is people are bored in January. There's just not a ton to do, and so we give them a good reason to get outside and do something.
Student Shelby Hicks took advantage of Whip Solstice this year.
I enjoyed it. It was different. Definitely it was the first time I ever had it this year. I found out from one of my softball teammates. She took me there after a tournament and I was like, oh, I like that. So I told my mom about it and we went like all the time.
If you missed Whip Solstice, it officially opens late spring, early summer. For EagleAir TV, this is AD Lancaster reporting.
Valentine's Day is this Tuesday, and if you're looking for an easy last-minute sweet treat, Ayers Iberg has got you covered.
Today we're going to be showing you step-by-step how to make a chocolate mug cake. Start by spraying your cup with non-stick cooking spray. In the cup, mix together 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Mix until combined. Add in 1 teaspoon of melted butter, 2.5 tablespoons of milk, 1/3 teaspoon of vanilla. Mix everything together. Put your mug in the microwave for 45 seconds. Once the cake is done in the microwave, pull it out and let it cool. In a countertop mixer or with a handheld mixer, beat 1 ounce softened cream cheese, 1 ounce softened butter, 3/4 cup icing sugar, 1/2 tablespoon milk, 1/4 tablespoon vanilla extract, and add 4 drops of red food coloring. Once the cake is cooled, add the frosting and enjoy.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of EagleAir TV.
Check the EagleAir YouTube for exclusive content.
Remember to stay safe, and you matter.
We'll see you next time.
Super Bowl 57 is this Sunday, and EagleAir is here to talk about it. My name's Eli.
And I'm Tanner.
And we're here to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs facing the Philadelphia Eagles in Arizona for the Super Bowl. Tanner, what do you think about the 2 teams?
I think they have 2 very diverse teams playing. They both have their own different skill sets, and I think it'll be a good matchup.
How do you think that the Eagles' offensive line will deal with Frank Clark and the Kansas City Chiefs' defense?
I think the Eagles' offensive line will put up a good fight, but me being kind of a Chiefs fan, I think the Chiefs will find a way to get through their offensive line.
See, I think it's going to be a little bit of a battle there. I think Jalen Hurts, because of his mobility, will be able to run outside the pocket, and I think that offensive line will be able to hold some of the Chiefs' defensive stalwarts like Nick Bolton and Frank Clark. I think it's going to be a tough game, but ultimately I think the Chiefs do pull the way through, but I think the Philadelphia Eagles will definitely give the Chiefs a fight.
Yeah, and it'll be more of a challenge for the Chiefs with a lot of their wide receivers being out, and then Mahomes is possibly hurt too. But I'd like to see a lot of the Chiefs guys come back.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts isn't 100% too. He's still got a shoulder injury, which means maybe we might see Gardner Minshew. I don't know. That would be interesting. I want to see the mustachioed man compete at the Super Bowl. That would be amazing. So in terms of what the Chiefs have on offense, because they don't have any of their wide receivers, they have Travis Kelce, who's one of the best tight ends probably ever. And then they've had some certain injuries. Juju Smith-Schuster's been out. They're going to have to rely on guys like Sky Moore to rely on that offensive production. I don't know if that's going to be the greatest way to do it, but I think that the Eagles' defense in their secondary still is going to give them a fight, but I don't think it'll really be that much of a difference.
And it'll be interesting to see both of the Kelsey boys going at it, first brothers in the Super Bowl together.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting. Do you think both of those players end up in the Hall of Fame?
Possibly. I really think Travis has a good shot at it. I don't know about his brother because I'm not as much of an Eagles fan, so I don't really follow his brother much, but I think Travis has a good shot of making it in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So what are your picks for the game?
My final pick is probably going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the score will be a close game, hopefully. I don't want a blowout. I think it'll be 34-30 Chiefs up.
I'm thinking the Chiefs get a little bit of an upper hand. I'm saying 31-17. But I think both offenses are going to give kind of a fight. I just think Mahomes and Travis Kelce, that connection is going to be absolute dynamite.